So recall that in our last video, we tried to analyze the two major features that we're going to be building in this Streamify application. All right. If you've not checked out last video, I'd advise that you check it because this video is going to be a continuum, right? So just get up to speed on it. So the two major feature is the video conferencing feature, which we're going to be building with WebRTC, and the messaging feature, which we're going to be building with WebSocket. So what I did was to work on the what I did was to work on the messaging feature with WebSocket in this particular video. And what I've done is to curate this video in such a way that regardless of the programming language you're writing, you can always follow through to see the process, see how all of the features and functionality, and most importantly, the technology was used. Your programming language is just basically a tool, all right? So as long as you understand the technology behind it, you can always follow through and arrive at the same results. So the first thing I did was basically to set up my application. I didn't want to be distracted with a lot of front-end framework, so I settled for using vanilla JavaScript and hosted that within my Go server. I also used Tailwind CSS just to make my CSS life easier. You could use front-end frameworks if you want to, but I didn't want to suffer the headache. So at this point, it was time for me to build what my user interface is going to look like. All right. We're trying to mimic Zoom, right? So I needed something that was going to enable me to test the messaging feature. So even if I'm not going to be building the complete thing, I needed a template. I needed something to look at. So on setting up my front-end vanilla JavaScript structure, it was time to actually write some backend code. I basically splitted the concerns into two. I have my main entry point, which is main.go if you're familiar with writing Go. And I have my chat package and my video package. Within my chat package, I have my manager, my events, and a chat.go. So this is about 8:05 Sunday morning. We're just gonna get done with this very quickly, so we can transition into receiving of messages and sending of messages um, very quickly. You could see that manually I'm having to clear the input box by myself. WebSocket itself does not have any implementation of authentication. So you could either use a username and password to log in and then generate something like an OTP, not necessarily JWT, just an OTP that you can track within your application. And also the concept of usernames. So for now, you can see that there are basically no username here. All right, it's just blank. So we should be able to allow the user add their usernames. But all right, guys, so that will be the end of this particular feature. There are a number of things to add to make it much better. We're going to be doing that in the next video, and in the next video as well, we're going to start to use webrtc to build out our video chatting functionality. So there's a particular discord group that we opened. Basically, I've seen people requesting to participate. Do well to join the Discord group so we can do this together, solve problems together. If you have issues with building this, also do well to subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when the next video drop. Keep coding, guys. Cheers.